I just had to make another video because I'm excited about what I'm seeing on my weather station and what that winter bee kind is doing to that hive that we put it in yesterday, 24 hours, well, quite about really 23 hours ago. And what I see here is, look at this, 82% humidity at that sensor in the middle of the winter bee kind, and the outside humidity is only 60%. That means that bees have gone up there to create the moisture they need to make that candy more soluble where they can consume it. And it's 34 degrees outside, 62 degrees up around that candy up there, and 82% humidity. So they're taking the moisture that's accumulating in that hive, they're using it in a way to make that candy sort of like more liquidy so they can consume that sugar water. I hope that's what's happening. I'm betting on it. So what I'm going to do is go out there with you. We're going to pop that top off and see if I'm right or if I've just totally blown it and I don't understand this at all. Let's go take a look. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. I am pumped up and excited. I hope that I see a bunch of bees up here. Now, before we open it up and take a look, I want to answer some comments that you guys have put on my channel here. Roy Mayer says, great video. I enjoy your comments about tinkering and backyard science. That's a big part of my interest in beekeeping. Yeah, I mentioned in my last video that we're all citizen scientists. All of you are, all of us. And some of the best discoveries have been made by citizen scientists like the smoker, the beehive, the Langstroth hive. Citizen scientists, you know, they weren't scientists that were had a lot of letters behind their name and everything. Reverend Langstroth was a pastor, a depressed pastor, spending time with bees to kind of alleviate his melancholy personality. But, you know, I think it's great. I really feel that it's empowering to understand that we are citizen scientists and that we are capable of discovering things that are awesome. Yeah, we're going to make some foolish mistakes, and yeah, we're going to think we know stuff and we're wrong. I mean, that's what it is. Just own up to it, right? Luke Horning says, citizen scientists. I kind of like that. Yeah, I'll have to be the king of citizen scientists or something. That's pretty good. I appreciate you guys saying that. I got some other questions. Sharon Ross says, hey David, great video. I put the candy board on and then the quilt box on top. Is that a bad idea? Also, I'm using burlap, but I don't think it's good grade. Is that bad? I live in Ohio and it's cold here. Thank you. God bless. You know, Sharon, I don't understand your setup. I could be wrong, but in my situation, you know, like the hives that we're about to open up here and look at that candy board, they're absorbing the moisture. That's why there's 80% moisture up there by my sensor. That moisture is being absorbed in the candy. I have no place to put any kind of quilt box on top of that candy board because it's insulated. The winter bee kind has candy plus insulation. So the candy is acting as a quilt box. So there's no reason for me to do that. So I don't know what yours looks like. I don't know what your situation is. It is good to use food grade burlap, food grade anything, anytime that you can. Did I answer all your questions? I think so. So, you know, just think of the candy board as a way to absorb moisture in the top of your hive. Now I'm going to answer a few more questions. Just one more comment here from Phyllis. She says she has a couple of questions. Are you planning to wrap those hives that are close to the building? All these hives right here. Phyllis, probably. I can usually get by without wrapping them because the wind's out of the north usually, and I don't have so much cold air blasting these. And so I'm not really desperate to wrap them, but I might if I see it's going to get really, really cold. It would help them a lot. Second question is, someone asked if you should bring the hives into an unheated garage over winter. My position on that is I never think that's a good idea. I think there's dangerous situations where the bees may try to fly out of that hive if it gets warm enough, and then they're trapped in a garage. They die by windows and lights and everything. If you know what you're doing by storing bees in buildings like they do up north in Canada, you can get by with it if you know what you're doing. But if you don't know what you're doing, it can be pretty catastrophic. So that's probably a big no on that one. Also, is it a big boo-boo to have left the fortified sugar water feeders for a few more days while I wait for my winter be kind, or should I put some bee candy in there for now? Thanks for any info from you, David. Yeah, Phyllis, I would hold off on feeding sugar water if it's really cold. They're not going to eat much sugar water when it's cool like this. In fact, you know, the hive that we're about to open up and look in, we put a winter bee kind on there yesterday. The bees aren't even up there. They wouldn't even be near that sugar water. But because something about that winter bee kind attracts bees to it. It's cool, isn't it? So we'll see if that's going to be the case here when we open this hive. So let's open it up and take a look. And that's going to be interesting. Let's take a look. Oh, I see a bee already. That's why I got my hat and veil on. Oh my gosh, look at that. I'm going to be slow and just take it out so we can see the whole thing here. Yep, that's the whole top of that cluster. Look at that. All around that sensor eating that candy. That is insane. It didn't even take them. It took less than 24 hours. That's amazing. Go back in there, buddy. It's a little cold, isn't it? She's like, okay, I'm heading back in. It's cold. Let's put that back on. Oh, perfect. That is so cool. I'm excited. Look at this coffee mug. Look at this. Look what it says. Pumpkin and spice and everything nice. Well, it's coffee right now. It's kind of fun, isn't it? And it's cold. I need this. And I want to thank you guys for helping me reach 100,000, topping 99,000, almost 600 now. So look at that number grow. And I hope you get excited with me, maybe even before Thanksgiving. So appreciate it. Please subscribe. I'm trying to add value to help you keep healthier bees and make fewer mistakes, putting in the hard work for you. So hope you reward me by letting me know you liked the video. Super thanks. This is like a new feature YouTube has added to tip those of us that make content for you guys. If you really like the video, you can leave a tip. And look at this. You just click on super thanks and it brings up this menu and you can choose an amount of money that you can give me. Like, hey David, thanks for making the video. Here's a tip. And I really appreciate you guys do that. Some of you leave the whole $50 tips, and gosh, I'm humbled by that, but thanks a lot. So all of you guys that are supporting my channel, really appreciate it a ton. I love you guys for it. By the way, if you look down below your video, like let me show you an example here. Here's how you subscribe. Do you see this little black button right here? You can go over there, hit subscribe, or you can go over to the bottom right corner of the video over here and you can hold your mouse over here and it will show up. It's crazy that it was just yesterday that we put that winter be kind on there. The bees were way down in there clustered low and it's never got warm. It's still, 38 degrees or less right now. And they sniffed it out. They found it up there and now they're going after it. The cluster is kind of moving up there to get that good candy and all those protein and additives that are in that thing. That's awesome. Now, I just added it 23 hours ago in this video right here. Watch this video and you can see how we added this winter be kind, what we did. It's an interesting video and it's fun to watch. I'll see you over there if you didn't get a chance to see it yet.